What up, YouTube? Timu's here. Here is my throwback segment where I talk about the films that turned 10 and 20 this week. Alright, the films turning 10, we got the comedy Hall Pass. Now, Hall Pass is from the Farrelly brothers, who of course gave us films like Dumb and Dumber. They also gave us Shallow Hal. Most recent, one of the brothers gave us Green Book not so long ago. Anyway, now this film is about these two best friends named Rick and Fred, played by Owen Wilson and Jason Sudeikis, who have been like married for a long time, and they are showing a sign of relentless and all. And so, to pretty much realize their marriage, their wives, portrayed by Jenna Fisher and Christine Applegate, ends up granting them 1 week to do whatever they want with no questions asked. So they pretty much present them a hall pass. And so both Rick and Fred, joke about it. So they go out of the way and discover their, and plus, try to hit on other females and all that, and get some action. Anyway, Hall Pass did not get great reviews. I'll put it that way. But Hall Pass is awesome. I thought this movie was hilarious. Owen Wilson and Jason Sudeikis, I thought those two had some really good chemistry with one another. You even had Richard Jenkins was also in this. It was really cool to see him. I remember watching this movie in theaters when it got released. I probably saw it about twice when it opened. It's really hilarious. It's funny, raunchy. You also got Alexander Daddario, who's always terrific. Nikki Whelan's also in this. You even had Larry Joe Campbell. Alyssa Milano was in this one. JB Smoove was hilarious. I mean, this movie is so darn funny. If you guys have not really seen it, it's on Hulu. Give it a shot. Not really a comedy that gets talked about a lot, but Hall Pass is great. Alright. Also, turning 10, we got the Nicolas Cage film, Drive Angry. Now, this film is from director Patrick Lester, who also gave us My Bloody Valentine 3D, Dracula 2000. Drive Angry also did not really get the best reviews, but Drive Angry is loads of fun. It is pure Nicolas Cage here. You've got Nicolas Cage who portrays this character named John Milton, who is thrown into hell for his crime. And, of course, he is this brutal felon who escapes from the Fairly pit after this cultist murders his daughter and takes her baby and all. And so Milton ends up joining forces with this waitress portrayed by Amber Heard. And so they're pretty much on the hunt, on the run, and but you also got this, but Satan ends up sending his merciless henchman, played by William Fichtner, to drag Milton back to hell and all. Drive Angry was, I remember watching this thing, I literally saw this movie in mind-blowing 3D, and the 3D was loads of fun. I mean, Drive Angry is an awesome film. It is pure crazy Nick Cage. You know where you're getting when you get a crazy Nicolas Cage and all. This is probably one of the most violent movies I saw that year. It was so darn fun, entertaining. You also had Billy Burke was also in this. Todd Farmer appeared in this. David Morse. It's definitely a really fun film worth checking out. Like I said, it did not really get great reviews. It has like a 47% Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it's a dumb film. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's pretty dumb, but it is fun dumb. And yeah, if you guys, I guess it's a little bit like an anti-Ghost Rider. Not really saying that because Nick Cage is in and all that, but it definitely had a bit of a Ghost Rider feel to it. Except him being in like a car rather than a motorcycle. But yeah, Drive Angry is a really cool film. It's a shame they never went ahead and did sequels to that. I would love to have seen another one. But alright, 20 years one. Sad to say, not a lot of good stuff that came out in 20 years. We got the movie 3,000 Miles to Graceland, where at this International Elvis Weekend of Vegas, where the strip is like flooded by a sea of king wannabes decked out in a jumpsuit and sideburns and all. But five of the impersonators are swearing into this Rivera hotel that are toting heavy weaponry in their guitar case. And so like you got this orchestrated of course, there's like a heist of his lifetime. So you got this ex-convict named Michael, played by Kurt Russell, and his cunning former cellmate named Murphy, played by Kevin Costner. And the crook Elvis ends up stealing away like these 3.2 million and leaving the hotel in ruins and all. And there's also like a high body count. Sad to say, this movie is not so good. You know, if you want to see a better movie of someone dressed up as Elvis, go watch Bubba Hotep. That movie is probably a little better. But sad to say, this film was not so good. I mean, it wasn't all that great. It's a shame that that Kurt Russell and Kevin Costner both said yes to this film. I mean, they of course even impersonated as Elvis themselves. You also had a really good cast in this too. Like you had former Scream actors, Courtney Cox and Dave Arquette. John Lovitz was in this. Ice T, Christian Slater, Kevin Pollak. But sad to say, the film was not so good. So yeah, another film turning 20 that is not so good. We got Monkeybone. All right, Monkeybone is of course from the same guy. Is of course from Henry Selick. You know, the same guy who gave us some really iconic, stop motion animated films. You know, such as James and John Peach, Nightmare Before Christmas. Henry Selick is probably one of the coolest animation directors there is. But lots of the best directors have their bad day in the office. This was Henry Selick's. I mean, you know, here you got Brendan Fraser, who portrays this cartoonist named Stu Millie, who has created like this hit comic strip featuring Monkeybone, who is this rascal with this pressure for wisecracking and all. And so Stu, who is also happy and in love with his girlfriend Julie, is on the verge of big success, but um. But it turns out the cartoon also, comes to life and all that. Uh, yeah, it's not really that good. You got a really good cast here too. Like you got Chris Kattan, Bridget Fonda, Whoopi Goldberg, Rose McGowan was in this film. But man, you even had Jonathan Turtle was also in this. Uh, but here you got Brad Fraser, who is like who ends up being in this coma, and he finds himself trapped within his own underground creation, and must find a way to get back. I mean, the animation is it's a Henry Selick film, so the animation isn't so bad. But man, the storyline is horrible. This film, I mean, great cast, like I said, great cast, but yeah, not that good of a film, such said. Brendan Fraser, I mean, he had a weird career. Monkey Bone, Blast from the Past. Yeah. I didn't quite like Looney Tunes back in action though, but yeah, sad to say, nothing from the 20 years really stuck out to me there. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Which of these films stand out to you the most? The 10-year one, I'm probably gonna say Hall Pass. Sad to say, the 20-year one, nothing there stands out to me the most. Anyway, drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Movie Sign.